Hello, VAC fans. Well, I did 2 tests with the G5 with a dirt pad and a full bag, the paper bag, but I did it with the soft, see that and hear it, soft oblique brush roll. Out of my Centria 2, I have the same oblique brush roll, but it's stiff bristled. Soft, stiff. Hope you can hear that. Quite a difference. I was going to just take this bag and put it in my Centria 2, but the Centria 2 has an F-type connector. And this collar, no way, will fit on there in any way, shape, or form. And I didn't want to try to rubber band it or something like that. That would affect the performance. So, since we did 2 tests with the G5 already, I figured why not do a third? And the only thing we're going to change is this brush roll type. So I'm going to go ahead and put the brush roll in there, and we'll get started with some sand in the carpet. Alright, here we have 100 millimeters of sand going into the carpet. And as a reminder, again, we have the oblique stiff brush roll out of the Centria 2. Same one you get in the Avalier. Of course, you can retrofit this brush roll into a wide variety of Kirbys if you want. Alright, here we go. And gone. Okay, now the hope is that when I do this with the paper bag and the stiffer brush roll, that we get a higher reading than 36 millimeters. So I'm hoping for 50 something, but let's see what happens. Alright, we did our passes, and now I've got to get the paper bag out. Alright, now the fun begins. I'm going to start cutting the bag up, and it's probably going to take me about 5 or 10 minutes in order to transfer whatever's in there over to here. Okay, well after like 10 minutes of trying to get the sand out of there, maybe that's enough. I'm hoping that's like 50 some odd millimeters. And there's the bag, carefully cut apart and hopefully stripped of all of its sand. So let's see what it measures. And now for the results. I'm seeing 51 millimeters, 51%. And that is kind of what I was expecting. So what we figured out is if you want to get sand, or I suppose any type of grit that's similar to sand, out of your carpet, and you have an oblique brush roll on a Kirby, you want to get the stiff one. You don't want to get the soft one. But of course, this has fairly high agitation, so it's possible that this could be too stiff for some delicate carpets. So obviously your choice. But we got about 20% more than using a Centria 2 with a dirt pad, and we put a full-size bag in, and then used the stiff brush roll out of the Centria 2 here, and we went from 42 millimeters in the Centria 2's dirt pad to 51. So, using a dirt pad, seems like you lose, at least when you're testing for red sand, about 20% compared to using a full-size bag. Now, I imagine if you switched over to a cloth HEPA bag, you might get a little bit more out of there, but the differences are going to be minor, but I still bet there'll be some differences. So, Kirby fans rejoice. If you need to get grit out of your carpet that's been, say, squashed or ground into your carpet, maybe through feet or an animal, you need to get the oblique brush roll in order to keep up with, now this is what's so funny, in order to keep up with the chevron brush roll that's in my late 80s Heritage 2 Legend. This does a fabulous job of getting sand out of the carpet too. So it's funny. Many decades later, after the Heritage went bye-bye from the market, now you need to get, like, say, a Centria 2 Avalier, or you can get a G5 and just put one of these brush rolls in and get newer performance. Really fantastic. So what do you think? Like, comment, and subscribe. This was fun. Bye-bye.